Hi, I'm Daniel. I know last week I promised I was going to make a more uplifting or positive video. But events happened this past week that kind of made me want to change topic or focus. And it's mainly on mental health. Like, I know a lot of people talk about trying to erase the stigmas or the taboo on talking about mental health, but I feel it's mainly focused towards depression, anxiety, or other internal struggles that people have. And I want to talk about the different or other forms of mental health that I really don't hear much about. I don't want to get into too much detail because it's kind of personal, but I have two family members, extended family members, who have two different problems. One is a compulsive liar, undiagnosed clearly, but the littlest story is fabricated. Let me give you an example. This family member called me telling me my grandmother's phone was off the hook. They tried to contact her and they couldn't get through to her. So since I live close to my grandmother, I was like, okay, I'll drive and go put the phone back online. I told this to my dad, and my dad's like, well, before you leave, call your grandmother. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I call her. She answers the phone. I ask her what she's been doing. She said for the last hour she's been in earshot of the phone. So why would this family member call me telling me that the phone was off the hook if it wasn't? Makes no sense. The other family member has some sort of form of delusion. I don't know. It's like, here's reality, here's what's happening, here's what everyone understands. And then they have their own made up version of that reality and usually turn themselves into a victim. Let me give you a semi-example. Let's say we're planning to do something for an evening. We say we're going to do A, then B, then C. They're included in the planning process. Because we know how this family member is, before the day of the event, we contact them, say, we're doing A, we're doing B, we're doing C. You were there, you know, okay. They're okay with it. The day of the event, we're doing A, we're doing B, and usually when we get to C, maybe at the middle of C, the end of C, somehow their reality changes. They start self-victimizing. I was never included in the process. No one took my feelings into consideration. No one asked me if I wanted to do this. I got left out. You were there. And we already know that this is going to happen. That's why we try ahead of time to tell them A, B, and C is happening. And still somehow their reality switches and becomes something different. These are two different family members on two different sides of my family. And these are these are situations that have happened for years, almost decades. It has come to the point where everyone in my family kind of understands that this is what's going to happen, this is what's happening, take this person, what they're saying with a grain of salt, prepare for this one over here. And I guess we come to the point where we just shrug off this stuff or just gloss over it and kind of ignore it. Because that's my question, what do we do? Like, we talk about helping those that have anxiety or depression or self-harming themselves. There's hotlines, there's ways of trying to help those people. I have a few friends that are bipolar, and I try my very best to always let them know I'm there for them. But what do you do with these other forms of mental health that I don't know what to do. If they don't know they have a problem, then how are you going to go and have them go to like a psychiatrist or seek help? Because in their worlds, there's nothing wrong with them. They're not doing anything wrong. This video really has no conclusion. It's a problem we're just going to have to, as a family, deal with constantly, which is, as they get older, are becoming more and more problematic. And it's like they're good people. You enjoy being around them when they're sane, I guess. But when they're not and they're having their problems or that they don't even know they're having, what do you do? And we do need to talk about mental health, other versions, because all I hear about the ones about self-harming or suicide or anxiety or depression, and those are very important. But there are many other forms of mental health, and there's really, I'm just curious. What do you do? I guess I'm just going to leave it at that. Reflections I was having this past week. I'm not making any promises for next week's video on how it's going to be. I don't like breaking promises, so I'm not making one. If you want to check out my other channel where I talk about candy, there's that one right there, the candy guy. I post videos here every Monday, so I'll see you all next Monday. Have a great day. Bye.